landing to fetch some fresh ones so she would never know. But unfortunately, I didn't always wake. Sometimes I would sleep right through, tossing and turning, a prisoner to my own imagination. And then the birds would start to sing and the sunshine would creep through the curtains. On mornings like that, I wished I wasn't alive. I knew Mummy would soon appear and discover my dirty accident, and there was nothing I could do about it. The Pika Explorer. Day 1. Hour 0005. You have never known real darkness until you have been deep underwater. It is not like the blackness you experience when you stand in a field in the dark. It is much more alive than that. The darkness behaves like a cloak that wraps itself around everything, and you can almost feel it crawling on your skin. There is a strange silence from those of us in the control room. Nobody screams. We remain in the brooding darkness, with only the sound of our breathing reminding us that we are still alive. The backup power will kick in. Patrick, the captain, speaks with faux confidence. This machine is built to withstand the depths. No one responds. We just stay still, knowing that we are sinking further and further below the surface and into the dark water. I can feel the pressure building all around us, and my heart, which thumps violently in my chest, threatens to explode at any moment. I hear the squeak from the casters on Patrick's chair, but can still see nothing. When will the lights come back on? Susie's quiet, almost childlike voice cuts through the blackness. Any moment. Patrick clears his throat just as blue light fills the space. Frank? I rush to the door and call for him. How far down can we go? I turn and ask a moment before Frank appears. What the fuck is going on? Frank stands tall, looking down on us. We will land on the ocean floor soon enough. Patrick speaks with authority. How soon? Susie's voice has risen an octave higher. We won't sink deeper than a couple of 100 meters, Fiona says and then clears her throat. What about the pressure? Susie squeaks again. Stop whining, Susie, Frank barks. I demand someone tells me what is going on. The sub has lost power and we are descending. Patrick still fiddles with the dials on the panel, hoping to fix the problem. Then we will all be crushed. We all hear the tears in Susie's voice. No, we won't, Fiona says calmly. The ocean floor is not that deep here. There is no danger of us sinking to the crush depth. The backup power has kicked in. Patrick turns to Frank, gesturing the blue light. Then we can start climbing back up to the surface. Susie's wide eyes look hopefully at Fiona. I'm afraid not. The backup power only feeds the air and lighting. Fiona throws a look at Patrick. How long will it last? Frank suddenly doesn't seem so sure of himself. Well, we've never had to rely on it before. Patrick returns to the control panel and begins flicking switches and dials again. But they heard our call, didn't they? My throat feels dry as the words force themselves out. No one responds. Instead, we all find ourselves gazing out of the front window at the wondrous underwater world we are now a part of. Still, the submarine is drifting downwards, and above us, the light from the sky is fading further and further away. I'm going for a piss. Frank pushes his way past Susie and through the narrow doorway that leads to the living quarters in the sub, looking for any excuse to leave the room. I mouth the word arsehole to Susie and wink, getting her to smile, if only temporarily. So, what do we do? Fiona turns to Patrick, hoping for a simple explanation. But underneath, she knows that the captain is as lost as the rest of us. Well, we need to go into the engine room. Patrick is stoic as he stands up in the confined space, careful not to bang his head on the low ceiling. He is a tall, gangly man and every bit the quintessential scientist. His mousy brown hair is too long and always scruffy, as is his beard that has many grey hairs interspersed with the ginger ones. I'll come with you. Fiona follows him out, leaving just Susie and me alone. This is serious, isn't it? She looks out into the vast expanse of the ocean which consumes us. Yes.